couple weeks, I have been procrastinating like buck, and I want to tell you a little bit about how I was able to move past it and able to actually start doing what I needed to do. And none of it had to do with like procrastination hacks. None of it had to do with, ADHD tips and tricks. Because yeah, your girl does have ADHD, and yes, they do tend to flare up around this time, which I'm about to get into. But I didn't need any of that strategy, and that strategy wouldn't have helped me anyway. I noticed myself binging more TV. I noticed myself scrolling more mindlessly on social media. I noticed myself, not going out for walks with my dog. I noticed myself not feeling the motivation to work out or to clean up after myself right away. Like when I would eat, I might leave my plate there instead of, rinsing it and then putting it in the dishwasher, whatever that may be. Like, what has shifted for me in the past couple weeks? And the past Scorpio new moon, resurfaced a lot for me. Things that I thought I had processed came up and they came up. However, I wasn't really doing much with what was coming up. I was aware of it, I was acknowledging it, and I allowed myself to feel it to an extent, but I wasn't allowing it to be felt the way it needed to be felt. And that is where sabotage behaviors come into play. A procrastination tip isn't going to help you or be the long-term fix, because the reason your shadow has created this sabotage behavior is so that it could take the edge off, right? It's so that it can keep you in the safe zone and avoid a feeling that is asking to be felt, to be seen, to be heard, to be expressed, to be loved. Once I was able to create that time and that space and that safety for me to fully feel and for me to also witness myself and still give myself the love that I needed in that moment, everything began to shift, right? Because my ego and my body no longer have to try to take the edge off the uncomfortable, because I already felt the uncomfortable. Almost be like magic, the way you no longer feel that need to mindlessly scroll. And even if you do, go back into it, because maybe it's by habit, you will have that awareness and be able to check back in with yourself. So when you find yourself, mindlessly scrolling or procrastinating, ask yourself, what emotion am I avoiding feeling right now? And then create that time, space, and safety for yourself to feel it. And just allow yourself to do so without judgment, without shame, and just from a place of curiosity and radical and unconditional love.